Welcome to the Perlo Podcast. We talk construction, its people, its challenges, its opportunities.
And I think the other hard challenge too is keeping the students and our construction workers separate from each other. Because like we always, and that's something with the districts, they've always been very clear, is like the communication needs to come from the superintendent to the school, not through any of the students. And so that's always the challenge, because again, a student walks on the site and the first one that sees it, a foreman or another electrician, it's like, get off the site, and you're like, but I can't tell them to get off the site, but you got to keep them safe while you get somebody. So there's always a little like balancing act that we have to play with it of like, we're not supposed to communicate with them, but we need to stop them and then get everybody safe again. So there's always a challenge with it, but I mean, you find a way. I mean, at McKinney, we dealt with it for, 6 months there, and it was fine. It was just, there's just little pieces, and it's, on top of just with the principal, it's like with the teachers. I mean, the gym teacher, he did gym outside while we were finishing up the gym building, while we were trying to get the last little pieces while we let the floor cure out enough. And it was like, they want to get in, right? The teachers want in. They want in now. Like, give me my space back. And you're like, no, stay out. And so there's that battle too you always face right at the end of the job too, of trying to like keep them out so you can finish everything before they move back in. And then punch list is always a challenge just because students come back in and we're working through those. But yeah, it's safety is always a fun one to work through.
Yeah, the occupied part, and then you've got the summer part too, where everybody wants to use the baseball field because baseball practice is starting about the time school gets out. And like, if the district closed down that field, then like they're not renting that field out to the baseball teams. So now they're short some fields. So then what you have is people coming unannounced, jumping the fence or whatever, bringing their team in. I mean, I've been a baseball coach, so I know getting a field to practice on is pretty tough sometimes. So you just got to do what you got to do. So a lot of times you have that, or guys jumping the fence to go shoot hoops or whatever, and they're not really meaning any harm, but they're in a construction site. So I guess you could deal with it by telling them, get out of there, or you could go over there nicely and try to, find a way to get them to go out on their own, Just depends, I guess.
Yeah, again, I just remember that we had another project where we were doing an addition to an existing covered play area. We were actually enclosing it for a weight room, and our site fence went around the corner, and I just remember recess would happen every day, and you talk about not communicating with the students. Well, that works great until their favorite kickball is inside the fence, right? And then you hear pleading, please get me the ball, and you're trying to focus on something, and finally you got to turn around and throw the ball back out of the fence and get them on, or just remember the collection of kickballs and basketballs that
their favorite game turned into kick the ball over the fence to see if you can get that guy to go get your ball for you, and then you'd have 10 balls over there in one recess.
And just really like persuasive little kids, like, please, you're ruining their 30 minutes of freedom by not kicking the ball back over. So.
Visit us online at perlo.biz. Subscribe to catch our future episodes, and join us on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube to discuss all things construction. And finally, work hard, do what's right, and make it fun.